out. I'm like, what the fuck did she just do? When that lady dropped dead, I so did I. Yo, I laughed so hard. I'm like, listen. All right, y'all right back there, Cal?
I am.
Let's make it happen, captains. Oh, got a little song playing on the thingy. I would let her have that playing while I talk. Oh, that's my Dewey. Okay, baby. There you go, my Dewey. Everything for Dewey. Oh, you would have loved him. Meatball. Oh my God. He was the lover, man. And he was just big and poly, so he knocked you over.
What is this?
I don't want to say his name.
Right.
I just didn't play saying his name just now. And I didn't want to do this
Well,
one.
I used to see him on the YouTube. I sure did.
Oh man, he was just so beef.
He used to be up in there.
And, like when he get excited because he's so fat,
Right.
his whole fat tightened up. He
Right.
used to be moving like,
He was the barker.
wait a minute. I love this thing.
Oh, now you love it.
Y'all been using it since then. Like that's my thing now. She okay? She okay with it? That's my thing now. Okay, man. She might jump up in your lap. I don't know. Okay, hold on, family. They went to the bathroom, right, Cal?
Yeah.
When the last time we took them to the bathroom?
We was at
I don't know where we've been so many places. I don't even know anymore.
they done went twice already.
So do you think that's good to home? Exactly. Yeah.
It might be good, yeah. I'm thinking.
We just missed a spot. That's why I was asking you.
Oh,
Let me just haul ass. They
okay.
seem to be complacent. I think once we get in the highway, sorry, y'all, I'm coming. They should go back. They should lay down. If not, then we just going to stop. But these Doc will definitely let us know. Okay, hold up, fam. Hold up, everybody. Who's here? I thought you just, my eyes saw wrong. Not either. I didn't know how to take it. I thought you said, hold up, sugar. I think I laughed at it like sugar. Okay, I'll be your sugar. Hold up, sister. Hold up, son. How are you? I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. Since I was a little girl, one of the first guardians that used to visit me, name was Michael, Mikey L. He told me that's his name. You know what? No, I don't think he didn't tell me that's his name. Dr. York told me to ask his name. Because when I told him that I was being guided by these beings, he said, who are they? I said, I don't know. I don't know what they are. He said, did you ever ask? And I said, no. He said, you ask. And that's how I learned that any being come in your space, you ask them who they are. He told me. If they don't tell you their name, don't mess with them. So it was either him or my dad, because both of them told me similar things. So it was him and my dad that said that, because I saw Dr. York as a father figure. And that's why I got it mixed up in my head. But anyway, lo and behold, I asked his name, and he said his name was Michael. He gave me two names, Michael and something else. I don't remember the something else, but I know how to find what the something else was. So he has been with me since I was young. So all the messages that in Quest, or the callings, you catch that, yo? Mm-hmm. Or the quest that I've been getting since I was young, Michael would tell me things to do, where things were, or like just teach me things. One day, I don't remember the year. I told y'all this before, but it's important for me to reiterate this today. One day, I had a vision in my rest. Somebody rang the doorbell. And when I opened the doorbell, it was a man. The garb or the foul or the kaftan type garb that he had on was white, blinding white. He had like a little fro. And can y'all see me good? This looks fuzzy to me. Can you see me good in your thing? He had a little fro, but he was very clean cut. Beard. You know, for me, a man and a male, does he have his beard? That's what I identify you as a male. And he had a beard, really nice face. He was a beautiful man. And when I opened the door, I said, "May I help you?" He said, "I come to speak to you." I said, "Who are you?" He said, "No." I said, "Why are you here and not Michael?" Because Michael had the same garb. It's like I knew, but you know. I said, "Why are you here?" He said, "Michael's fighting the dragon." He said, "And when the dragon falls, all that belong to him will go with him." And it showed me people, and I get why now. People smoking cigarettes, drinking liquor. Me, myself, I used to smoke those little Indian cigarettes called beedies. I was smoking a beedie. Certain things people was eating, like pork, and just certain things people was eating. They would dissolve into the ground. When the dragon hit the ground, all of these different people dissolved into the ground. So he came in to talk to me. I let him in. As I was coming down the hall, my older sister was standing in the hall, and she was attracted to him and wanted to have sex with him. And I was like, "No, don't do that. This is an angel." It might be the story of Sodom and Gomorrah when they was like, "Leave him alone, please, the angels." It was like that. I said, "No, since he's an angel, like, don't do that." And then I walked past my other sister. She had on a see-through white top, like sheer, and a see-through yellow bottom, sheer. And she was trying to have sex with him. I have 3 sisters in real life. I said, "Please, yo, don't do that." I said, "This is an angel." I was like, "Just let him be." And then I went into this room, and my girlfriend at the time, so he sat at the table, and across from me, my girl was here beside me, and she was putting her vagina on the table so her print would show, so he could see her print. She was like trying to entice him. And I'm like, "Why are you doing this? Why are y'all doing this? This is an angel." Like, I was just pleading for him. At the same time, somebody else I knew was having sex with this old man in the basement. He was a real dark-skinned man, and he had pure white hair, eyebrows, much beard. Like, he was just pure white. And they were on a menstrual. And she was straddling him, grinding on him. So there was a lot of this going on, like just bad sex, like all around. And I'm like, why is everybody doing this right now? So I told my girl, I said, "Get out the room." And then Gabriel started talking to me. He has 2 names. Gabriel's the name y'all call him, and then he has his true name, which is not actually his true name, but his preferred name is Nuskul. So he said, he was telling me about Michael. He was telling me about the people had to cleanse. Y'all hear me talk all the time about cleansing. Nuskul gave me that message in that vision about cleaning out the body. Just so much about the body, and telling me about the preservatives and just stuff. He was just teaching me all this stuff. So anyway, I got up, and my girlfriend was laying beside me, and I was telling her the dream I just had. I reached for the remote, cut the TV on, and this day was marked by this. It said on the news, Indonesia was just hit by a tsunami that took out 200,000 Muslims. It unalived 200,000 Muslims. I was like, oh my God. And then the news, it was talking about it. It showed a flag with a red dragon on it. And I looked this up, like the flag for Indonesia is not a red dragon. I think it's actually China or something. But this is like way later, just trying to look into this story and find this story. But I'm like, this means something. I called my mind you because he just said Michael was fighting the dragon. And while he was telling me about the dragon, I saw that it was a red dragon, right? Kev, y'all see how it's getting weirder? How long I've been telling this story? How long I've been telling you this story? Since you met me?
Yeah.
Since I'm 12, 13.
Yeah.
There was Makeda, right? What about what we watching right now in the Silver Dragon? The callings in the Silver Dragon. The whole thing was about the silver. Listen, that just hit me. That just hit me. Okay, we'll talk about that later, but I wanted to mark you so you'll remind me. Okay, y'all, so when he told me about the dragon, it was a red dragon. I saw it in my mind, him fighting a red dragon. Woke up Indonesia, look it up. When did Kefa, look that up for me. When did Indonesia get hit by a tsunami that took out 200,000 Muslims?
Okay.
So, I appreciate you. So anyway, y'all, I saw this dragon, so I'm like, oh my God, it's one of them things again. So I called my sister, right? I was like, yo, sis, listen to this dream I just had. And you was in it. And you was trying to have sex with this angel. She said, yo, you lying. I'm like, no, I'm telling you. She was like, no. Mother's Day was coming up. She said, for Mother's Day, I'm wearing a silver sequence top with a yellow sequence bottom. But mind you, I told you, in the dream, she had on a white sheer top and a yellow bottom skirt. And that's what the outfit she got for Mother's Day, but it was sequins. You know, sequins and that shiny stuff? She had that for Mother's Day. So that was important for you to know. I needed to tell you that dream. I don't know where I'm at. I see what it's saying. This just don't look familiar to me right now. Hold on. Okay, we good. Okay, so that's the story about Michael fighting the dragon. So since then, Michael hasn't come back to me. I've never seen him again. It's Nusku, and then it's these other three beings. They come in threes. This being is 2 males and a female. When I was sent to do that 40-day fast in 1998, they were by me the whole time. They stayed with me in that room. They told me when to pray. They told me what to bathe in olive oil, and they gave me all these instructions. I traveled for 14 days. I didn't sleep, but I traveled with them. Those 3 beings, and I don't know their names, and I'll ask. They stay with me. They're the ones who give me the most instructions. Those 3, 2 males and a female, and then Nusku comes periodically. Gabriel, and I haven't seen Gabriel in a minute though. But he gave me certain instructions, like the last times that I seen him. Let me know when you find it, Kel. It was definitely Indonesia hit by a super tsunami. It was one of the worst tsunamis they ever had. I want to call that year when Michael started fighting the dragon. So the other day, y'all, well, 2-3 days ago now, I was sitting in my room, and I was looking at on YouTube, and it was like I was having some kind of out of body experience. Before I continue, you want to read the comments for me?
Sure. Greetings. Greetings. The dragon is being slayed. Hodak Abundance. No, not me. Hodak fam. Hodak everyone. I'm in the hospital. Had a stroke the other day, sister.
Ooh.
93.
Oh man. I'll send some energy out for you.
She's saying she said a few things, or he said a few things. He said need healing energy. Had a stroke a few days ago. Again, Hodak. I have a hole in my heart, family. Wow, all dragons need to be slayed. SMH. Y'all connected. This is not even red dragon flag is the flag of Wales. Fraudulent monarchy. Lizzie.
Somebody, yeah, I remember I looked it up, it was somebody, but it wasn't Indonesia. But for some reason, on that broadcast that day, that was everything?
Yeah, and oh wow, that's it.
On that broadcast that day, I think something just came up. They had that red flag. I think it was maybe the next story or something. But they had a red flag showing on the news. That was the last thing?
The last thing came up. The dragon is really black with a red aura, meaning the dragon is angry, full of hatred, just associated with negativity.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So, the other day, about 3 days ago, I'm in my space, and it was like a kind of an out-of-body experience I had. It was like, and I'm having these a lot lately. I'm telling y'all, Total Healing 3.0 ain't nobody's joke. I'm trying to tell y'all about it. The water program, for those who don't know what I'm talking about. But you got to email me for it if you want it. At Zen Rooms. At are you a moderator yet? Poor thing. Okay, I got you. I'll fix it again. But anyway, so email me at Zen Rooms with an S at gmail.com if you want that 3.0. So it was a kind of out of body. Like I was looking at, the man was talking about what's going on with the ironclad country right now, and this man started talking about the food shortage, and they was talking about cheese factory blew up. This one was talking about, it just like started all crashing in my head, like all of these things going on at one time. And then the voice said, the dragon is falling. I didn't want to tell you yet because I wanted to do it all at one time. Michael is no longer fighting the dragon. I don't know what that's a metaphor for, or is Michael literally out there fighting a dragon? Because I met Michael, so I don't know if he's literally fighting a dragon somewhere, or is it a metaphor for something? But the dragon has been defeated. All that you see that's going on right now. I need y'all to listen to me carefully today. All that you're seeing is going on right now. All that they doing with the air, the water, the food, all of this stuff. This is them contaminating you, like to make you part of the dragon. This is them contaminating you, what they're doing with the food. For those of you who wouldn't and won't step away from the dragon's world, you can call it Satan, Apophis, Tarnush, I don't care what you call it, the Jill, the Shaitan, I don't care what you call it. Right now, a mark is being made on you. And many of you are about to fall with this dragon. You were given the instructions. You were told to clean up. You won't do it. You won't even halfway do it. You won't take a fucking puller. You won't eat some bentonite clay. You just won't do it. Did you find it, Cal?
Yeah, December 26, 2004.
That can't be 2004.
I didn't think so, but that's the one that...
That's not.
Okay.
Unless it's the Mandela effect. Because we wasn't there in 2004. Or was we?
No. We was there in 2006.
Right, no, that's not the one. Okay, I'll find it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not the, it wasn't 2004 and it wasn't in December because Mother's Day was coming up. That was her outfit for Mother's Day. So I'm sure she wasn't buying her birthday in December, so it wasn't her birthday outfit. No, it was Mother's Day. So
Okay.
don't worry about it. Just come on back on. We'll find it.
Okay.
They are marking you. See, it's two kind of worlds going on right now. I told y'all this a long time ago. Highly spiritual and highly technical. Choose your side. You choose the side of the dragon, or you choose the side of spirituality and the dark mother. The forever something or the forever nothing. But your whole being is being marked. You are not going to be able to make it out. I told y'all to clean up. Time is up. See, time was up December 19, 2019, before the thing came across the land. The dragon has fallen. When that dragon hit the ground, everything that belongs to it is going with it. Remember I told you in the dream, even me, I was smoking a beanie. That's why I quit cigarettes. I quit drinking. I quit everything. And what I see to overstand this to mean, people, is this. The poisons and the forever toxins and forever chemicals and the forever this that they're putting in you is that you can't ascend. And if you think, well, I can shed this body, you want to ascend without the body, you are wrong. Your consciousness, let me see you go into the spiritual realm or plane of existence without your pineal gland. You need the body. You need your body. One more time. You need the body. It is your spirituality. Spirituality is what? The technology of the body. I keep telling y'all that. These beings, one of the reasons, they said the angels was jealous of man, it's because of your body. Because you're the children of the dark mother. Because you have technology. There's some people on this planet that don't have the technology you had, Raising Dion and X-Men. They don't have that technology. And it's not white people. That's bullshit. They can awaken the dark mother in them too. But there's some white people that don't. I'm not saying these people are white. They are really pale like vampires. They white. Extreme blonde in hair and blue eyes. They are white. They do not have the dark mother in them. You need your body because your consciousness has to connect to your body. Your consciousness has to reach the DNA in order for you to reach the quantum field, the quantum reality. When you reach the quantum reality, it is said that you come into the Christ consciousness, meaning just the awareness of all things. This is how you become a super manifester, which just means create your reality. You become as source then. But another secret to that is, one, it's not just about reaching your DNA, because they're preventing you from doing that. I keep saying it with what? Receptor blockers. Hence, Source has given us the water programs, to remove receptor blockers. But the other part to that is what you're reaching in your DNA. I understand now. From the recent visit from the guardians, it's the dark mother in your DNA that you need your consciousness to reach, for you to truly awaken, for you to truly create your reality. Womb create in this reality, for you to truly act as dry cloth. Thank you. Let me drink some of this Heineken real quick. Gingerbread, yo. Oh my God, that's so good. It's a spicy one too. Woo-hoo. So, it's a formula to this thing. And this is why, number one, it's time for this information to be revealed. Number two, is why we haven't been creating in this reality at full potential. Because whole time they was teaching you about the secret, and they put that out. You're only manifesting or womb creating on a very low level, and mostly for them. Because they got you under media, so they got you programmed enough to know what you can't do for yourself. But even though that we're learning that we can, like I promise y'all this, I've never womb created the way I have since October to now, since I've been under the water programs. I speak it and it exists. And it's getting stronger every day. Because I understand that my consciousness has to connect to my DNA. And it's a process by which you do that. When you impregnate yourself with thought is mental sperm. When you impregnate yourself, the darkness, those stem cells, with an idea. I need a job. Forget a job. I need money flow. I need cash flow. So you impregnate yourself with the thought. Now you incubate that thought until you actually can see it, smell it, da-da-da. Now once you get to that stage, then you feel it. Because then you transfer the information to the heart. The heart is the largest. And I don't understand how yet, because of magnetite crystals in the brain, in the stem cells in the cerebellum, has magnetite crystals in it. But listen, most of you don't even know. You don't know the ins and outs of things. Like when you say you use your DNA to womb create, how? Let me tell you how right now, because your DNA, the P and G in your DNA are crystalline. Things are crystals. So they hold information. That's how your DNA holds. Because the ACT and G is crystals that's holding this information. Listen to me. So when you bring that information into the heart space, which they say is the largest electromagnetic I guess current of the body. I thought it was the brain, but they realized that it's the heart that is the largest. So once you move it into the heart, which is feeling, which makes sense because feeling was the first language. Feeling is the first language. So once you bring that space, and your heart is a standing wave, it projects what is to be in this reality. It's a standing wave. So once it projects what it is to be, then it sends the message to your DNA to go get that. Now your DNA, which I told you is crystals, partly crystals, connects with the electromagnetic field. Mind you, you're already connected because you got these magnets in your brain called called magnetite crystals that they say they don't know what it's for. So you got these magnets in your head that's done activated. You got the electromagnetic field of your heart. All this information is transferred into the DNA, but you first want to get that DNA in a spooling stage, because if your cortisol is released, if you are stressed, or you're not in a place of gratitude or peace, then your DNA is not relaxed, then your DNA is coiled up. And when that DNA is coiled, it cannot send out signals. So you have to be not stressed to make manifest, but they'll teach you about the secret, but don't tell you to relax to make it happen. They'll teach you about manifestation opposed to womb creation, but don't tell you got to be in completely relaxed state to make that happen, to connect with photons. Because your DNA has to go into spooling, which means it unwraps and it straightens out, and then it can send signals out. Once that DNA sends out the signals to the photons in turn begin to speak to the quantum world, then you're in the Christ consciousness, and now you're opening up black holes. Now your electro, which is the thoughts, the light and the darkness, your electricity, your spirit is now impregnating the darkness, and your magnetism is drawing it to you. Y'all better write that one down, because that was church.
Yes, come on.
Shut your country self up, Florida. Florida back there talking. Yeah, come on. Y'all hear what I'm talking about? It's a whole formula to this. Now, how? In order for any of that to happen, you have to be to reach your DNA. So you can have all you want in your head, all you want in that electromagnetic wave called the heart. But if you got receptor blockers where the heart can't talk to the DNA, all that's for nothing. And that's what we're doing. We're womb creating. We're getting everybody. I told y'all, it's the true Holy Trinity is the three mind wombs. The connection of the mind womb. Source itself is a mind womb. And then every being on the planet, including males, have the womb called mind. And you get impregnated with thoughts, and you birth ideas. Everybody has the womb called mind, but then you have the female of the planet who has the mind called womb, and that is the Holy Trinity. Every female is the god of her race. The black female is the god of this planet. Not even all beings on the planet. I don't want y'all to get me twisted when I say that. She ain't the god of all the beings on this planet. They come from everywhere. She's the god of this planet. And she's the god of those who came from this planet. If you are earthling, the black woman is your god, meaning she is the supreme being here. The word God, they'll take it too serious. The word God is Kumar, Uz, the bar, beauty, wisdom, and strength, the acronym in Arabic. The word God just means to be invoked. I'm not talking about source, but she, being the dark mother, is a manifestation of source, which makes her your God. Y'all can do what y'all want to do with that. So they want to make sure they're going to teach you, because they knew the information was going to come out anyway, that we was going to learn again how to womb create. Fuck man infest. We womb create over here, Zen Rooms. We was going to learn again how to womb create. So they put it out for you. What was that, 10, 20 years ago? Remember they put it out called The Secret. Lisa Nichols and all of them, even Billy Carson, all of them in the show they call The Secret, and teaching you how to affirm, use affirmations. That was so small a part of The Secret. You had to go piece all that shit together. You had to go get the information from the scientists, Greg Braden, and the studies on heart math, and the heart being a standing wave, and the heart being the largest electromagnetic wave in your body. It's the heart, not the brain. But you have to have heart, brain working together. But then what he didn't tell you, and the rest of them teaching that shit didn't tell you, is that your consciousness has to first be able to reach your shit, and it can't. Because you got the dragon out here. The dragon is about to, listen, take y'all with him. I'm not bullshitting you. You about to go down with this red dragon. The red dragon, some of y'all who got that red sauce in your body with that luciferase in it, y'all about to go down with this dragon. Those of you who still won't stop eating that flesh, at least check on it to see what it is or where it come from. Do it have antibiotics? Well, you know what? We don't eat meat no more because it's too expensive to get the kind we need. So then now we only eat meat twice a week in this house because we can't afford to eat it every day. And we only can afford to eat the best of it if we're going to eat it. Won't even do that for you and your family. So you go, I'm going to eat shit anyway. I'm still going to go to McDonald's and get whatever that shit is. The Jews told you that was human meat a long time ago. So you got all of that in your body. You feel what I'm saying to you? Y'all won't stop eating all the processed sugar. You won't stop eating all that processed food. Half that shit is crickets now. It's not food anymore. That you used to eat. Never real anyway, but half the processed stuff is crickets. The crickets is patented. If they test your blood, when the time, listen. If they test your blood, the Supreme Court just passed this. If they test your blood and it got that cricket in it, you are owned because you are now a patent. Everything that they are doing is about your DNA because they didn't teach you how powerful the DNA was. See, and they still want to just talk about that DNA with the genetics in it, just with the genes in it. They don't really want to talk about that DNA that's passed down from the mother called the MT or the mitochondrial DNA. They don't want to talk about that DNA. But that's the DNA with the dark mother in it. That's the mutant DNA. Let's not even call it mutant, because I'm calling it mutant as in X-Men. Not mutant as in man. Mutant as in X-Men. So mutant is not a word. Your superpower is in your mitochondrial DNA. It's not in the regular DNA. Mitochondrial DNA, I've seen it. I'm telling you, this man just came out on Greg Brayton's channel. It's a lady who be doing reviews on the channel. He came out. This man spit everything I've been telling you. She would change the subject. He'll come back like, no, but these wars, it was about a gender. I'm like, I've been saying, I've been trying to tell them, but they didn't want to believe me. Everything this man said, he said, if you trace it, she said, it was women. Well, come on, hold on, y'all. That's the show for the day. Because I shared it on my community post, and I said, I told y'all the black woman was God. They took the whole video off of Greg Brayton's channel. They don't want y'all to know this. The hidden one, she is the Amun-Re. She is the Ankh. Woman is the Ankh. It has nothing to do with no Trinity, because that's not a Trinity. Mother, father, and child. Or shouldn't it be mother, father, and twins? Then there's a boy and a girl or something? What child? Another boy? Or should it be another girl child? There ain't no Holy Trinity. The Ankh is the bottom of the Ankh. That is the birth canal. Them wings on the Ankh is her fallopian tubes. And circle of the arm is her womb. That is feminine. They want to know who she is. That's why y'all been notice anybody who, especially who the dark mother is, they wind up disappearing. They go crazy. They don't talk about it no more. They change it. Then they make her a slave and all kind of shit. But it's time for that truth, though. The dragon has fallen. When that dragon hit the earth, whatever that means, I don't know what that is a metaphor for. But the dragon has been taken down. So when it was like they was fighting in the sky, he killed the dragon. When he killed the dragon fell, was falling. But when the dragon touched this earth, everything that was linked to him dissolved into the ground. Y'all listen. It's over for the non-righteous. Y'all live in biblical times right now, but not so much biblical. Those things that was to come is now is happening right in front of your eyes. And you still trying to decide if you should snatch that chicken leg out your mouth or not. You still want to worship false gods, no matter how much information out there, no matter how many tell you there is no Jesus, how many tell you the letter J didn't come out to the 17th goddamn century, and you still on that shit. You still calling on to Christ, which just means somebody anointed. I'm Christ, which just means somebody anointed. The letter J again didn't come out to the 17th century, so his name couldn't have been Jesus. At least call a man what his name was. And his ability what it was. Jesus is a Spanish word meaning Jesus. But y'all still stuck in that. I mean, y'all done had the truth. Y'all done had the truth. But it's easier to accept the lie. It's easier to put on some church clothes on Sunday and go to church. It's easier to do that. It ain't no God, it ain't no male being sitting in the sky doing nothing on a throne. What is that throne made of? Feathers? Because how the hell is still sitting up there? Because if he can sit down, then he got an ass. If he got an ass, then he go to the bathroom. If he go to the bathroom, then he got guts. Come on. Listen, we had enough. We are the gods. It's enough of the spookism. It's enough of the spookism. There's so much in your Bible. Like, y'all need to do what I did. Go to your Bible and read Genesis 6:2 straight through. To start off something like, I will not always strive with man, for he is also flesh. Yet his days shall be numbered by 120. Stop right there. Because for what the word mean in Hebrew, to strive with a man meaning to walk with the man in him. So that's supposed to be Yahshua or your Jesus. Because God only walked with one, and that was supposed to be his son. So his days shall be numbered by 120. There's two things to that. Because they'll say that was just for Yahshua, but then and you read Revelations, I think it's 7:21 or 21:7, you'll read Revelations and it'll say that Yahshua, his hair was white like snow, his skin was the color of burnt bronze, which means it was a black man that was an older man. So could that be the man 120? Or was it really talking about the 120? Because when they capped our telomeres, the ideal lifespan for us is 120 years now and not 1,000 years. Like we used to live 2,000 and 3,000 and 4, 5, 6, 7. All these thousands of years we used to live. But then supposedly sin in the garden said that we will not live past a day. We will not live to see a day. A day to God is 1,000 years to man. That's why everybody in the Bible start living 998, 919, and it's just start going down and down. Because now our telomeres were capped 200,000 years ago. The telomeres is the cap on the chromosomes, but it's supposed to be an enzyme inside of us that unravel that. But whatever. We were capped with these telomeres, so but that we will only live to be 120 years. But we only living to be 60 and 70 down here. 80 is the lifespan when we should go. We're at least capped to go for 120. So when it said, I will not always strive with man, for he is also flesh, and his days shall be numbered by 120, was it talking about the cap on the telomeres? Because then it went on to say, and there were giants in the land in those days. The sons of God came into the daughters of men and chose them all which they felt was fair. And they had children, they were called the Nephilim. Now right now, that's three kind of people on the earth. The sons of God came into the daughters of men and they had children called the Nephilim. Oh, and then it ended with, and there were giants in the land in those days. So right there, there's four different kind of people on the planet Earth. Who are these sons of God? Where did they come from? And why were they considered different than the daughters of men? Maleficent, the movie. Why were they different than the daughters of men? Where did they come from to be called sons of God? So that wasn't about Jesus. Now was it? These beings had sex with many women and had these children called the Nephilim, and their children became men of renown and antiquity. Who the hell is them? So why don't you read that? If nobody give you clarity on that, leave the Bible alone. Was my point to that. Get the hell out of there. If they give you, if your spirit don't feel the explanation that they give you for that shit right there, put that book down, and I want you to go to God. I want you to go to God and do what I did. I went to God. This freaks people out. And I said, I denounce you. I don't know if you're real or not. Everything I know about you, somebody told me. But if you're real, if you could talk to a Moses, and if you could talk to an Aaron and talk to this, why can't you talk to us? Why can't you talk to me? What do I need to do so you can talk to me? Tell me, give me the instructions so I can do the right thing. So you could talk to me in the burning bush too. I want to see a golden bush and a calf. I want to see snakes eat each other and then turn to staffs. What the fuck? It's like Merlin. That's the movie Merlin. This shit they talking about. I cried for 3 days, y'all. But eventually, Source presented Source self. And mind you, I walked the earth feeling like Cain, like I'm marked like a vagabond, because not only did I denounce God, I told everybody that I did. I didn't know how to speak about it anymore. I didn't know how to say, God said, I had a dream, I had a feeling, God, I didn't know what to say anymore. So I said nothing, and I stood fast on, I have the right to know. So Source presented itself to me. Dark matter and dark energy spoke to me as Source. You have the right to know. And in the core of your being, let it all go. But tell the being, look, if there's a higher power in you, God, I said, look, you said you protect babies. They said you protect babies and fools. Well, I'm both in this. Because I don't know shit about you on my own. And half the stuff they tell me, I don't even know if it's real, which makes me a fool. I don't know if you exist or not. But until I know, you don't. And I felt like I was going straight to the lake of fire. But instead, I continued that prayer. And my prayer became, I asked for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Not any facade, not anything that was made up, or what I wanted to believe. Take me to the truth of life. I want to know knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I seek knowledge, the wisdom to understand it. And that's what I got. I got smarter. And trees and rocks talking to me now. And nature spirits. Because I need to know things that's real opposed to believing in something I can't see. I prefer the tree opening up to me in a gas state and reaching out to me and bowing to me, opposed to believing in something on a throne that ain't fell through the sky yet. Because we need that material down here. We need to know how that works. Because how is that a throne up there on a cloud? And up where? Up where? When they send the rockets out, did they did they pass heaven? They waved to God on the way? Where? What is it? Oh, it's a place you can't see? Then how the fuck you know it's real and who told you it was there if nobody can see it? Who got you believing that? It's something that you can't see. But what I do know, what I can see is my mother. I'm what you call a titty baby. Because my mother nursed me. It was my mother who birthed me. It was my mother who carried me. When you saw the footprints in the sand, raise your hand and get props to this womb man. It's a poem I wrote. My mother carried me in her belly when there was only one set of footprints, but two people there. You get that? You over here sleeping with your mug broke. Your motherfucking friend was all the way there. It shocked me.
I was listening.
Sure you was. It's all right. I'm sorry I was in your business.
I was listening.
My mother carried me. I look around and I see bellies grow with humans in it. And I see women carry them. And I see women deliver them. And then I see the baby crawl up her belly to her breast and get life. Mother's, that same milk is the same milk grown men and women survived doing it in slavery. I see my God. She lived in Arizona with her mean self. Right up in Arizona. My mother was my first house, first shelter, first medicine, first food. And that's something I can see. So if there's another world outside of this world, because even spirituality is a world you can see. Spirituality is but technology of the body. And the more you take care of this body, the more spirituality is revealed to you. The guardians, these guardians that y'all call angelic beings, you can see them. Tree spirits, you can see them. Nature spirits, you can see them. You don't have to believe in anything you can't see, but somebody said you have to, or you're going to go to a lake of fire. Well, a lot of y'all about to go because that dragon about hit the ground. No dragon spit fire. That dragon about to hit the ground. And y'all still trying to figure out if you want righteousness or not. You still trying to figure out if you want to do the right thing by yourself and by these children that you're raising. If you want to take them on the journey to righteousness. If you want to take them on the divine vibration or not, because there'll be an outcast amongst what y'all would call the Gentiles. There'll be outcasts in the world of people who's fallen. Y'all better find it in yourself to not give a fuck about them no more. You better find it in yourself to walk away from these people. Walk away from this world. Walk away from the clubs. Walk away from their food. And we start figuring out what we need to be doing in the natural world. Because it's over. And now the dragon has fallen. Many of you is about to go with them. I promise you, some of you are going to hear my voice when you do. Only thing important right now is reaching the divine vibration. Divinity is a vibration. You have to get yourself to a very light state. All of us. We got to move, have a very light footprint. We got to be easy on each other. We got to make amends for our wrongs. We got to eat lightly so that your light will shine. When it said about you being a light being, you can't be the light being eating rocks. You heavy as hell. You can't be a light being eating rocks. You got to be a light being eating what that tree hands you. And you know the food you're supposed to eat because it falls off. It doesn't hurt it. Certain trees, you can eat the leaves and the fruit. And it fall off for you. That's how you know what you should eat. The most of. Eat the wombs to a sin. The wombs is anything with seed in it and flesh around it. Eat the wombs to a sin. Called it Eat the Wombs to a Sin. Some years back on my channel, but just put that title in YouTube and listen to that breakdown of that. You gotta work to come into a very light body, and this is because it took us, however old you are, it took you that long to be embedded in your sin, the sins against yourself, to be embedded in your BS. It might take you that long to go the other way, so you better get moving now and make it your full focus. About to break loose down here. Make some sacrifices. No more Red Lobster, y'all. Be excited about the potatoes you just grew in that laundry basket. No, listen. Just the way that sounded. But no, you can really grow potatoes in the laundry basket. Literally, like it's all over YouTube. Put in there, grow potatoes in laundry baskets. So you don't even have to have all this space and stuff. You can get some laundry baskets and put it out on your deck if you only got an apartment and grow potatoes. And start sacrificing. We grow what we eat as much as we can. And no, I'm not there yet. I'm not 100% there yet, but I promise you, I got the land for it. I done collected the material I needed for it. We got the well for it. We got all the heirloom seeds you could think of for it. And then we know how to grow to seed and produce our own seeds from the seeds that we have. You get thousands of seeds every year. So we have our start. I'm literally moving out into raw land when I get back off this trip. Because it's time to start. We out of time. Oh yeah, just start reading to me. Because when I get up here, I want to get off because my eating window closing. Well, it's actually closing. I'm going to eat my food. So I want to go right in and eat before it gets too late. So go ahead and read.
Okay. I emailed you. I have got a response.
Who is that?
Indigenous Copper Goddess.
I think you said you emailed the other day. Okay, make sure you email in Zen Rooms at gmail.com and don't necessarily expect an answer on the weekends. We don't work on the weekends. You might get an answer from me if I'm not doing much, but we normally work from Monday to Friday on that kind of stuff. But make sure you email Zen Rooms because somebody said it. I think it's you in a comment the other day, and I went through emails. I don't see no emails. If you said the name was from something with a P, send the email again and make sure it's the right email at zenrooms at gmail.com. Somebody put it in.
Corner. How did it present itself to you? Meaning, how did it appear to you?
Hold on, Go-Go. How
Was of a serpent without
okay,
like
go ahead. If
smoke.
he's not talking to me, keep going.
Okay. Through it, it was like smoke. Talk about the dragon. Here, Hodak.
Cool.
Meditation so much. Left.
And meditation is very important right now. Meditation is very important right now. Listen to the water program. Helps you to reach your consciousness. Reach the DNA repair that's coming out. But it's a whole protocol on this water program. There's flipping out. That's so many things in my mind and so many, not just blockers, but just certain blocks that I had personally. You would think I'm listening to the personal one, but there's total healing. It's speaking to the 14 body systems. If you put yourself, if you focus in on it twice a day for 28 days, it didn't even take me that long. I focused in on it I do focus twice a day though. So never mind, take that back. Because sometimes it's once a day, sometimes it's twice a day. And after like 7 days, transformations I start experiencing these transformations. Look at the sky. You can't tell me ain't nothing in this stuff. Look at this.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Because it's like a bunch of all that going on like that, like smoke, and then it's flat right there. This see, look, all of this flat. They probably just sitting and waiting. Anyway, so you want to get under the water program. Start with any of them. Start with the with sound healing for your mental. Get some mental clarity to reprogram the whole system. That one helps you. Trump.
I don't think so.
No, y'all. The children upgraded. I'm gonna do a pre-record. I want to show y'all. Y'all wanted me to update y'all on the teardrop trailer and how we want to travel cross country. So everything is basically finally done. I want to show y'all the teardrop. I might just record and just upload it tomorrow for y'all. So, but anyway, get number 2. And the playlist is start off. I think it says 3-minute water programs, and listen to those on repeat for like 30 minutes at a time. Especially the one with the blue. If you can download it. You won't get the full program, but you will get benefit from that. But these ones with the full programs, you could like feel the difference. You could feel like, I don't know, just you could feel the happening unfolding in your being, in your system, in your blood. But be creative with your mind. Like, especially like the elders. Don't get slow. Don't slow down. Don't not do anything with your mind. Pick up a book every month. Pick up a hobby. Create something. Stay in creation. When you stop creating, listen to this. Why you think most people just deteriorate once they go into retirement? They was just working yesterday, and now today they 90 because they get old in the mind. I'm tired. All I want to do is relax. So the body, like, it's time for you to be unalive. It's time. There's no need to make this much protein. There's no need to make this much muscle. There's no need to get down. They in resting stage. And then all your ailments take over your body. Because even your body fight more when you're working, because you are programming it to, I gotta work. So when you stop working, your body's programming, okay, everything slows down now. No, if you stop work, stay in creation. Pick up a habit that's important for these times. Start growing some food. Learn about your divinity. Just keep moving in the mind. Have the mind, keep those hands moving, doing something. You want to exercise every day. Get up and do some stretching every day. Keep your body alive. Keep your body knowing that you're doing something. Oh, let me keep producing this. Let me produce more proteins to make more muscles or whatever. make some more tissue. Let's make some more fascia. You feel me? So make sure you get some stretching. We got a video out of our AM routine. Do it. What? You don't even have to do it as long as my morning routine can go anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. But I'm doing my gratitude and my affirmation, meditations, and all of that. You don't have to do all of that. You can get up and do a 20-minute exercise regimen. Stretch out for 10 minutes and just move that body hardcore for about 10-20 minutes. So everybody, make sure you're doing that. It'll help with your limbs. It'll help all this poison that they're putting in your body. It'll help your lymph system push it out. So eat good, be fasting. Like, if you can fast at least 16 hours a day, your body will go into autophagy where it will start. And I think autophagy is 13 hours. Because I see that lady say it 2 different ways. Autophagy is 13 hours and the body starts eating itself about 17. But then I seen her switch that. You seen that, Tim? You caught that? But I think autophagy happens first. After about 13 hours, your body, your cells, all the cells in your body, they start making new cells and getting rid of old cells. And I'm telling you, like, try it for just 7 days. You will see, like, eat from 12 to 8 every day, 8-hour window, or you know what I mean, take it up, 10 to 6, whatever you want to do. But have an 8-hour eating window and don't intake no kind of calorie until it's time for your eating window to open up again. No calorie. Drink water, drink herbal teas with no sugar in it. Nothing with any kind of calorie in it. Don't take it in your body. Let your body go into autophagy where it starts eliminating all the bad cells, and you'll start seeing your skin rejuvenate itself. Your ailments will start healing. And then if you fat and you want to lose some fat, then around the 16th, 17th hour, then your body literally start eating itself. It start eating the fat off your body without the sag. You'll lose the weight without the sag, because mind you, because you're fasting, then your body is, you go through autophagy first, which is taking care of all those bad cells. So it's going to bring in the good cells and the good elasticity still in your skin. So you'll be tightening up. You want to show them your muscle? No, you really got muscle right there. Show your muscle. Let me see it. I'm going to show them your muscle. What's y'all pull over? I'm going to show them your muscle. This is what I'm telling y'all for real. This is from intermittent fasting. Like, no dipping. Like, keep whatever you say your window, because even sometimes we'll do, I think today was 22. I think today I went 22 hours with no food, just water and tea. And that's because we wanted something specific to eat. We had to travel to go get it. And then what your body, you get used to it after a while, you don't even be thinking about it. Like, honestly, I guess when you first start, that nighttime thing can get you, like how we want to munch at night. So eat closest to your window. You're closing up your window. If you eating, if you're going to eat until 6 p.m., you know, like say if you're doing 10 to 6, then make sure you sitting down at the dinner table at 5:30 and stuff yourself. That was close, wasn't it? Because I couldn't see it because of that sun. I never figured out how to cut it off either. Okay, babies, y'all did really good. I just saw it the other day. Let's close that. Hold on, destination. And the baby. Oh my goodness. Oh, you need help, Cal? My bad, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting how to cut the GPS off on this thing. Damn, you don't see it?
Should be in the movie.
Wait.
It's not in me. I'm just in there. I just found it the other day. It's really simple. These are down. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Mama. Dean, call her. Go to the bathroom, Dean. Go pee. Go pee outside. Good. No. Go pee outside, Buddha. Go ahead, Dean. Go outside. Just pull her out, Cuff. Come on.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, y'all. So, yeah, just make sure you only thing important right now, y'all, is that divine vibration. Getting yourself on divine vibration. Oh, let me show you this real quick. I'm saying she should be so camera shy. All right, it's facing you. Make a muscle. Look, y'all, I promise you. Like, see her little muscle? She's really little. But see her little muscle? Listen to me for real. Cause she already had like an intermittent thing going on, but she came down here and we just like really went hardcore with it, and I literally watched her body change. And like, I'm not just saying this. When she came down here, did you have any muscles? Did you have that? That's why she making muscles every day. Talking about, look, she don't work out or nothing. I mean, like lift weights or nothing like that. We get up, we do stretch, and just some like not even that. Just what do you call that kind of exercise we do? Calisthenics. We just move in place. But I think calisthenics is not. I think calisthenics is when you use your body weight to lift your own body weight. So we're not even doing that. We just marching in place and jumping and like stuff like that. Nothing that will cause her muscles to come out like that. But that's what intermittent fasting do. It'll eat the fat off of you without sagging your skin, because that's what fasting does to you, period. Because you have to go, your body goes into autophagy. So it takes out bad cells and bring in new cells. It's rejuvenating your body the whole time. So all of us on this road to getting on divine vibration, that is absolute key. Fasting. Well, name all the things we sound forget. Fasting, meditation, eating. So it's not just fasting, but then what you're eating. Exercise, grounding. Well, I can't say connection because they don't know what it is. But y'all need to learn what connection is. Like, look at the video we did about our daily routine, because there's grounding and then there's connecting. That's two different things. I think I just did a whole video on connecting, didn't I? I did a video just for y'all on teaching y'all what the connecting was a couple videos back. Go into the connection. That's a very, very powerful ritual. And we do this, like a lot of times I'll either, before I do all of this in AM, I start off with water programs, do all of this, or I end it with the water program. Or the water program is even playing during the grounding and affirming part. Go into gratitude. You want to go into gratitude because that's when you relax. That's how you're relaxing your DNA. When you truly go into gratitude, not just say, I'm thankful for. No, feel that. Feel I'm thankful, because the feeling is happening in your cells. And when you feeling that feeling of gratitude was happening, you feeling this happening. You feeling the let go. You feeling the expansion in your body, like the universe, everything expanding. You feel yourself expanding, and that means that's when your DNA going to what's called spooling. Not spooning, spooling. It's a chemical, give it a C, I forget what it's called, that's released that makes the DNA do that. But that happens only when you are relaxed. When you are stressed and cortisols, you going like this. And when you're like this, you can't create your reality. You can't create anything. You know what I mean? When you stress, you got to go. Don't let too much stress you. If you do, go. Go take your shoes off. Don't let nobody or nothing take your power from you right now. Walk away. You walk away, go get your feet on the ground and bring yourself back down. Meaning, when I'm saying yourself, that heat in your body. Bring it down, cool your space off, and keep your power about you. And this got to be done every day until you'll start coming into certain realizations. You'll start realizing yourself, the world around you, your power. Do as much as you can on the inside, which means in nature, where you are grounded and connected to the universe itself. Because from the ground up, from this earth out, is all one energy. You can connect your magnetic field to her. That's what connecting is. Or you connect your magnetic field to the magnetics of every person around you, of every living thing around you. And when you just expand yourself as a part of the all, as the El Kalum, as the universe itself. Make that connection, y'all. None of this other stuff is important. Y'all will see, no matter what you think you about to do, they about to take your money. You think, I want to open up this. They about to take your money, period. We're going to have to learn to barter and trade with each other. We're going to have to figure out how to live off the land, which is actually so easy. It's actually so easy. Right now, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 things around me that's edible right now. See that tree right there? See the stuff hanging off that tree? That's the mesquite tree. That's the mesquite bean. Right now, that bean is worth $18 a pound. And all the trees around here, look at these trees right here, all that got beans on it. People just don't even know it. You take that, you let them dry, you take them down to the mill. The mill will grind it up for you for flour. That flour is worth $18 a pound. People die for mesquite flour. But you want to go buy it out the supermarket, but it's right there. This just died off, it just dried up. But now that monsoon comes, see this plant right here? That is milk thistle. Now the monsoon comes, it's gonna come, the shoot's gonna come right in between those. Hold on. See that cactus right there? That's edible, that's a prickly pear. Wait a minute, where's that? Can you see it? That's prickly pear. You take those pads, you better use a tongue when you do it. Burn the needles off of it. And it's called, another word for it, the Mexican word is Nepales. It's called, you go in the store and buy that. It's called Nepales. I grow them in my yard. Eat them myself. It grows a red bulb flower on that. Oh my goodness, it tastes so sweet and good. Behind me is sage growing right out the ground. It's just food all around us. Oh, here's another one. 5. Let me show you. Let me try to get it in here. Hold on. Okay, see this tall thing? See the tall right there? Follow it down to the ground. You can't really see it. Wait a minute. See the tall? It's on the other side of that baby mesquite tree. It looked like aloe vera sticking out the ground. Kind of, it's big. But anyway, that's okay. Here's one across the street. See that? Another one. See that one those across the street? That's the yucca. You can use it as rope. The flowers are edible, and the part of the root is. That's yucca root. That's edible. That's food right there. People go in the market and buy that. And they grow wild in nature, which is a lot stronger and more resilient. got more minerals. They grow the one people farm instead of getting out of nature where it knows how to go get the minerals. But it make more sense to go bail it out of jail. There's so much food around us. That y'all need to start looking into. I know y'all thinking we ain't gonna need nothing like that, right? You're not, because you're gonna be in those 15-minute cities. And they gonna have everything you need. Or you're gonna be out in the field with us. People like us. Eating our own because we don't want your system, so they're gonna try to take land, they're gonna try to take it all. And y'all worried about the wrong things right now. It's over. This world is not the same. It's not what you thought it was. It changed December 19, 2019. It ended. And it's ushering in the new world. 2 new worlds. Highly spiritual or highly technical. Choose your side. For those of you that's new, his lauslitas means I love you. Hodak is I offer you harmony and I see source in you. Tata Zohi, be light. Tata Zohi, y'all. So y'all say. Wait a minute. There's a comment I'm supposed to read. What they say? Go from the bottom up. Just go from the bottom up.
Absolutely no electrolytes either.
You can have electrolytes as long as there's no calories in it. Nothing with calories. Like doing your fat. Like they said you could drink coffee, black, no sugar, no cream. Because the calories in it, it's so small, like it doesn't matter. But that's what you don't want. Like that's especially if you want the weight off. But if you want your body renewed, so it's not just about weight. Like if you about weight, you don't want to eat after the sun go down. Because some people can go into they can go into 9 o'clock at night if that's how they want to do it. If they got small bodies like her, I can't afford to do that. I need to not eat after dark because melanin and insulin going clash with each other, and then the insulin it clashes where the insulin can't drive what it needs to drive into the cell. All this craziness. So you don't want to eat after dark, but none of us really do either. We want to go with nature, follow what nature doing. Nature not eat after dark unless it's the predators. We should be on our circadian anyway with the earth. When the light go out, we should go out. Or the light should go dim. That's important about being on your individual circadian rhythms. When the light go out, the bright lights that we have on, nope, use fairy lights, low lights, candle lights. Because just that alone is setting us crazy and jeopardizing our health by not being on circadian rhythm. Our own internal biological clocks. Just watch nature. We should be in when the predators are out because we can't see in the dark. We're not nocturnal. We don't have night vision. Somebody just said something. Wait a minute. How long to eat a raw diet when just starting? I'm not sure what you're saying. If you asking about intermittent fasting, how long to eat? I don't get the full question. How long to eat? Do you get the?
Yeah, she's just asking about if you decide to eat a raw diet, how long should you should eat a raw diet when you're first starting out, changing your diet. That's what. Regardless of what.
I don't get the way you said. You just reiterated. I don't get that either. What?
She just wants to know how long, or that person wants to know how long should you eat a raw diet? Should it be a specific amount of time, regardless of what kind of, whether you're intermittent fasting or whatever?
You don't know if she mean all of that.
That's what I'm reading.
How did you get out of that? She want to know how long should she eat that, whether she intermittent fasting or not.
Okay, so I've never been on a raw diet before. Is what she's saying. The person just said. So.
For what I think I'm getting, you're saying, you could be on a raw diet for the rest of your life. You should ever see that old lady named Antoinette or Antoinette Clark? That lady, 80 years old. She been on a raw diet. You ever seen what's his name? My name John Rose. John Rose. He's been raw for 50 years. Fully Raw Christina, Dan McDonald, that brother that's over there in Costa Rica somewhere, I forget his name, but he's been over 50 years on a raw intake. Now, anything, when you change, what I would say though, when you're changing over to anything new, test yourself, ease yourself into it. If that's what you plan to do, like, I don't do diets, first off. If you make it a lifestyle change, what I would say do is work your way into it. Like, we got a total healing packet. We wrote a book 400 page long, and part of it is a transitional lifestyle in the back, how we transitioned in over a year period to a vegan lifestyle. So it's nothing for me to go all raw. Like right now we about to do the DNA thing, and we'll just go raw for 3 days in our intermittent fasting. So our eating window, it'll just be nothing cooked. But when you're first starting out, your body was probably going to go through some withdrawals. So ease it on yourself. I would make a plan. I would, like, a 28-day plan. Write it out for over those 4 weeks, exactly how you want to eat to get yourself to where you want to get to. Unless you tough and you could just go cold turkey and leave all of that alone and go raw, which I don't think the body is going to have that. It could be done. It has been done. But what can happen is if you fall back, you're gonna be worse than you was before, and I don't want that for you. So just take your time with it. If that's somewhere you want to go, right? The dove just flew in front of us. If that's somewhere you want to go, then plan it out and say, okay, the first week, I would do like 5 days out the week. I'm gonna eat what I want. 2 days out the week, I'm gonna add this, like whatever it is, however. Any different change of lifestyle, you feel me? And just graduate that over to like the 4th week, you raw. And you can make it like the 5th week you are. You feel me? Where you start flip-flopping every other day. By the 4th week, every other day you having a raw meal, or where you all the way into like 4 days in a row. And then have also incorporate raw with your other cook stuff. Get yourself down to 80-20. And that's always good. I always started with 80-20. Like, I don't go hard on my body. I know I'm long-winded about this answer, but I go like 80-20. Get myself down to 80% raw, 20% cooked. Like, I fool myself by, I'll put stir-fried onions and mushrooms and maybe some couscous on my salad, so my body still got that cooked kind of satiation thing going on, but yet I'm eating mostly raw, and then wean myself that way. So just wean yourself. Everybody's different, number one, so you know what you can handle, but don't put more on yourself than you can handle, because then you're not going to do it. You're going to fail at it, and you don't have to. If this is where you want to go, then get out your pen and paper. We forget out the power of journaling and writing things down and seeing things in front of us. Write it down. What else? I hope that answered. I know it was long-winded. I'm sorry.
A medium told me to keep listening to the music because it was healing me.
Very good. The water program we talking about here?
I'm assuming that she is mentioning that, yeah.
Go ahead.
Crazy. I had a dream with you in it last night.
A lot of people right now tell me they have dreams. Am I talking right? Mm-hmm. I got email after email of people having dreams of me. If you have a dream of me, the Guardians told me this years ago. When people come to me with a dream of me, females, you are primordial. You are part of my tribe. You are primordial. I'm not saying you gay. I'm saying you've been here. You was here a time before men. Every time a cloud catch my attention, I wind up, it's in front of me. Like I told you about the one down the road. I had no idea this one was in front of my house.
You didn't notice that?
No. I've been talking. Remember up the road, I said that cloud? Look, it's right here. Like yesterday, it was over where we was. Right over our head.
Yeah, that was out there on the road, yeah.
Yes, all my cats. Is that my baby? No. That's cute though. She's asleep. Okay, what now? I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, we was talking about the person, about the dreaming, if they dream about
Okay,
you.
next. Go kicking.
Let's see. Somebody said, you make me sick, love.
Okay.
Let me see.
I probably said something funny.
I stop eating meat. The smell and even the thought of it makes me immediately gag.
Yeah, that blood smell gets to me.
I don't, somebody said preach, don't eat sugar or any of that crap. And somebody said I don't eat meat at all.
Yeah, y'all, it's a whole other world. It's a whole other world of eating that we wasn't taught. But it's pretty cool though. You could get into other sweeteners like agave, dates, honey. You don't have to go stevia. It's just a whole other world. It's a whole other world of even, you know, like it'll help you to get off of meat by going through its process, and don't get stuck on that. But veggie burgers and stuff like that'll help you, you know, clear that other stuff out. And while you weaning yourself down, if you look at our healing packet, and you'll see how we use veggie burgers and stuff in place of meat, and over how we cleaned our bodies out, how we took the herbs, like we did the whole process. And then I got fatty because I drank a whole bunch of beer. But look at that bug, look at that bug. You would never look at me, so I can show you. Just like Cuffy, you still won't look at me. You just sitting there like this, and I'm like doing like this, and you like fucking crazy. So I forget what I was saying. Go ahead. I'm hungry. We gotta go eat.
Oh, last one. The opener is so magical and very healing. This woman is no joke.
Who said that?
Derek Varner.
Oh, I appreciate you, Derek. Yeah, y'all. So get under the water program, even if it's the free one. Don't slip on this in these times. I'm telling you, I was sick for you. Get the benefits that we're getting over here. Get fasting. Let's just do it. It's a whole world out there. Like, you can just learn. You can make your own milk. I'm telling you, just get some raw almonds. You soak them overnight. You put them in a blender. Crack a coconut. Put it in there with it. You don't have to, but you can. I like to. Add some cinnamon and some sweeteners and some dates and some stuff. Make your own almond milk. It's just a whole other world, and it's not processed. You made it. It's good. It's healthy. You can make that, what they call that, gorilla milk. Really, really good for your children. Look up Lou Corona and his gorilla milk. Look up the lemon ginger blast and flush your body out. Go get yourself a juicer. Have some fun with this thing. Get a juicer and juice every day. Like, it's nothing like a fresh juice. Let me tell y'all, I'm having problems right now because we went to the market like days ago and I got all this fruit for my juice, but I've been working so hard. Like, I need my juice every day. I prefer my juice than to bite my fruit. I need to drink my juice. It's nothing like a fresh juice, and you add some cayenne pepper in it or jalapeno, whatever you want, and it's flushing your body out. You got that beets in there, and you go in the bathroom real good. You're going 3 and 4 times a day, so you know the stuff is leaving your body. It's a great, great feeling. Join the life, the side of life, of the living. Let the dead bury the goddamn dead. We got to go. We got to go build this spiritual world. We got to build. Black woman, we got to go and raise our sons up and our daughters. Some of them just don't get it right now, but you just do it. Black women, let's go. We build it, they will come. They'll come around. Jeez. Motherfucking nigga. That was funny. Hello, boogie nigga. Okay, y'all. So I gotta go because I'm passing my eating window right now. So I need to eat something. And the look is trying to get dark. I gotta go eat. So I really appreciate y'all for being here. Stay tuned for the video tomorrow. I'm gonna give y'all bird's eye view of the just a look into the teardrop and how we about to travel and what we doing. So here's Lausa Tuss, Tata Zohi, and I'll see y'all real soon.